Oh, who's on the chop block today, guys? Check it out. It is the Proline 4x4 MT and the Traxxas MAXX. Check it out, y'all. This is standard 10 scale. I'm gonna end all the talk about how big or small the Traxxas MAXX is, as y'all see right here. So people be saying it's a 10 scale and it's small, it looks bigger, but if you saw JT compare it to the Stampede, it is not that small. It's about a 9th scale. This thing is pretty much wheel to wheel on the size of the Armor Granite 3S. Now I'm going to end all the talk compared to the Outcast, because this is a 6S Outcast right here, as you guys can see. So the 6S Outcast is wheelbase is about the same exact size as the Traxxas MAXX, which means the Outcast is a smaller A scale. I'd call this maybe like a 9 or an 8 3/4 scale or a 9 1/2 scale or whatever you want to call it, but it is not a 10 scale because it is pretty big. So as you can see, wheel to wheel with the 6S Outcast, you know, the Outcast is just real wide. I mean, it's like a true A scale. But when you look at the Armor Creighton or the Losi 3XLE, those are like giant A scales. They're almost like 7 1/2 scales. Or like, you know, the Hobio Sport Plus Monster Truck Pro. It's like a giant A scale, which would be like a 7 1/2 scale. Anyways, enough talk about the size here. Let's talk about the MAXX and what the advantages are and if it is actually better than the Proline 4x4 MT. So weak points are this battery tray everyone's complaining about. It also has a fan in this ESC that breaks after 20 minutes, I saw. It's a little narrow, but as you can see, compared to like a standard 10 scale, it is not that narrow. I mean, it's probably close to being the same as the Proline 4x4. You know, I got this thing on 4S. I'll have this thing on 4S. I'm going to run it real quick. But let me talk a little bit more. Advantages are, look at those shocks, man. They're huge, man. They're like way longer than the Proline. But the Proline's got big ones. They're pretty big. I don't know. You know, you can see there. They're both threaded bodied. The Proline's got Badlands. This one's got these tires, which I've seen work up pretty good. Traction rolling because of the narrowness, but it's all good because you guys got to think of one thing. I'm going to stress this point. Likeable factors. So you know what I'm saying? Like the X-Max or the MAXX has likable factors. People are always wondering, like, where does that astronomical price come from? The $529. But you know, it's not that bad. I'd say $479, okay? Maybe $50 you're donating to Traxxas, whatever. But the honest truth is, likable factors. Michael Jordan's rookie card. You know, why do people want to buy a piece of paper? Because of people want it, the demand. How hot is it? You know what it is? So what I'm saying is, if you just like it, you got a miniature X-Max, and it drives like it, and it's got a lot of torque biasing that feels like that, and you know how successful that truck is. Because, come on, I mean, Armor and Trax are both good, but hands down, like, you know, pound for pound, who's made more money? We don't know. We don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, people like this truck. And the suspension, that's the advantage, is a lot better than these other 10 scales. Durability, 100%. You know, a little thing like the fan, if the C-hub broken, this thing has been taken through the ringer, man. I saw it just take a straight beating, you know what I'm saying? So like about the servo, I think the servo is like very torquey, because what I'm saying is, normally if I have my crane like on the carpet and I'm trying to like turn the wheels, it doesn't turn good, you know what I mean? Just like at a standstill. But with this one, you turn it, I can't show you now, but on the carpet it just turns. So the servo is a little bigger. It's kind of weird. You have to customize your servo in there. But there's the option to remove the battery tray and get a Velcro too. I seen that Brett did from A-Main, so you're not stuck with that small battery tray. But I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. It runs really well. The servo turns well, and it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that it is what it is. So, and I think the servo runs really well. But let's run it right, and let me stop. Torque biasing is what I'm trying to say, you know, it's very torquey, it's got that cush drive, there's no slipper clutch or center diff, but it's got that cush drive. That's just the way the system is. So like I said, the way the truck runs, you know, it's got the brake, it's got the reverse, it's got the LEDs. The thing is badass. You know, all the hardcore gotta have it. So if you're like a hardcore fan of of RC cars, you know, Tony me true boys. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna ride that wheelie all the way down the street, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be sick. But this thing seems to be running on the asphalt pretty good. Oh shoot. You guys are gonna be mad. So I ain't even gonna say it. Batteries ran out on that bad boy. Let's feel the speed on this. That's what y'all been waiting for, right? 52, something like that miles per hour. It's not bad. Let's ease into it. Ooh, damn, Gina. Ooh, shit. This thing feels good. It feels like an MAXX, guys. Why do you think I like it so much? Because y'all know the MAXX is my favorite vehicle, right? It's, whoo, check that out. Damn. Woo, man, smooth. Fast. Yeah, definitely 50. Definitely 50 on 4S, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. Damn. Woo-wee. Shit. I don't use the self-riding because, woo, damn, feels good. I'm gonna have to get a single 4X pack to really feel the difference in the speed on this thing compared to what it normally is, because this thing is fast, super fast. Ooh, damn. Ooh, because I'm sure it's more torquey than that. Ooh. It does have that wiggle, just like the MAXX. Damn. Ooh, damn, it wheelies nicely. Gotta get used to it though. Woo-wee. Yeah, see, it's got that wiggle. Damn, you can wheelie this thing good once you get it. Just gotta break in the vehicle. Damn, it does have that wiggle like the MAXX for sure. Sorry about the sun, guys. I know that's not a good view right there. Look at that. Damn, those wheels work good, guys. I'm loving it. I'm loving these street runs. Y'all know what's up. Okay. You know, there's enough slip on these wheels to give you some nice slides on the asphalt, you know, like that, so you could turn real quick, act like the MAXX. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like the MAXX too. It sounds like a mini MAXX, basically. You know what I'm saying? It does. You hear the sound and it's got that wiggle when you accelerate and start off and shit. You hear that wiggle? It's pretty sick, man. Damn. See that? It wheelies like the MAXX, like literally like the its larger brother and shit. See that? It wheelies just like them, and I think that's sick. I'll try to get out of this light for you guys. I know you guys get some light, you can't see it good. But let me try to get some views. I don't want to be out of the photo. Show you some of this sliding capabilities. You know, those wheels be bouncing. Got that wiggle and shit. Damn. Woo. Love how those LEDs look on the front and shit. Yeah, monster walk it down. You know what I'm saying? Gotta love the way this thing feels. It gives you that feeling, because a lot of times you're wondering, you know, why everyone like it so much. Why I like it so much? Well, when you drive an MAXX, until you have, you'll know what I'm saying. Beastly wiggle. You know what I'm saying? Wiggle. It's got that. You see how Tom Traxxas drives it? He's got that wiggle. Oh yeah, baby. Woo! Yeah. Damn. I got ease into it. This thing, you know, at least doing 50 miles per hour. It's pretty sick. It's very torquey. I bet you if I got a straight 4S pack versus the two 2S packs that I have, it'd be even more torquey. You know, you'd be wheeling this thing like crazy. I love how it gives it just enough slip on the asphalt too to kind of turn it out like that. See that? You could kind of drive it just like the MAXX, wheelie, brake it. Brakes work good too. You could probably endo. Damn, sick. Anyways, guys, hopefully I'm gonna check on my camera real quick. I don't know, it might be shut off recording, so I'm taking kind of long, but it seems to be good so far. And you guys know the Proline's like my favorite 10 scale, hands down. Is it better than that? That is the question. I think that this Proline is the best, man. It's like, it's so strong, it'll fly if I wheelie it. It'll flip on its back like crazy. It's too sensitive. And it does, oh man, and it does wheelie easy. I don't have a wheelie bar, so I'm just kind of easing into it. But this thing is absolutely beastly. You guys know I love the Granite 4x4 3S, like it's one of my favorite, you know, 10 scales ever. And then of course this one's even stronger, so it's kind of, you know, comparing it it'll do it justice. But you know, the MAXX is so torquey as well. And you guys know when the MT10E first came out, that was my favorite. You know, that was my favorite car. Now this thing hits at least 60 miles per hour if I use the throttle, and it's crazy because I got 4S on it. It's the old MT80 setup. See, you love how it does that? That's pretty sick. You know, only the MAXX kind of does that too. You know, that kind of wiggle when it jumps around like that and it spots off and you got a little slip in the wheels. That looks sick, man. Damn. Look at that. Woo! You're like, shit. You know, when I drive the Proline, it doesn't really drive like that. But this definitely, you know, I think Traxxas put in their work into this vehicle. It's not like it's, you know, you could tell that they wanted not just a knockoff that looks like an MAXX, but literally like a little MAXX. So, you know, one of the advantages I was saying was the big MAXX is heavy. 30 pounds, takes up space. Sometimes you have a hurt shoulder, you just can't be lugging that thing around unless you have like a wagon, like how Nezzy used to do in his old videos, you know, wagoning them across the park and shit. But this thing is small, it's light, it's easy to carry around, and you can fucking drive it around and not worry about shit, you know, because it's small. So, you know, drive in your backyard a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and it's still sick. So I think that's a winner, man. I think it's worth every penny for what it is, because I like MAXXs, like, period, you know? See that? You endo, look at that. Bow, 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 and it comes back. And finally, the battery LVC. So I use this thing like crazy, and it's doing good, man. It's just crazy, like a little nutball. That's what it is, guys, a nutball. Anyways, you know, I'm gonna kind of run my Outcast a little bit just to show you 6S Outcast, you know. This Outcast is fast because I have it high speed geared up and shit, so it's running like probably like close to 60 miles per hour. It's super fast. It could wheelie too, by the way, like crazy, and flip on its back. But this is the version 2. See that? Really easy wheelie. I gotta get used to the throttle. Feels a little different, but this is one of my favorites. My favorite, and once you get up on that top, you could keep going with this thing. And it sounds sick tearing up this asphalt, dude. You know, I don't need to hit the full throttle. This thing is awesome off-road. You know, these D-boots are like the Badlands, and they're sick. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna sit out here and run a little more. This is just a quick run. I'm definitely enjoying myself. Who would have known you could run on asphalt and just enjoy yourself this much, you know what I'm saying? Only Tom Trax. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm definitely gonna take these bad boys on some dirt when I get a chance and I get more time. Right now, this is, you know, I couldn't drive home and get some new batteries or a single cell pack. I do have 4S single cells. I'm gonna bring out and run that MAXX to see if it's any more peppier. I'm sure it will be. But, you know, my batteries are on the verge of dying because I haven't charged them in like weeks. And I haven't used these RC gear shops in weeks. So I was surprised the other two held up as charged, because the other two were brand new and the one before that wasn't. So, That's why it died so fast. But at least you guys got to see some runs. You got to hear my thoughts real quick. Anyways, I'm gonna see you out on this last run with the Outcast. I'm gonna park it right in the middle here, next to the MAXX, so you guys see it one more time. There you go. See? All right. Yeah. Let me try to hold it up right there. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. Anyways, guys, see you later. I love you all. Have a great day, and go get some bashing going.